Before starting this video, I want to clarify that this is less what I want to see in the first release of the game and more just what I want in the general future of Tricky Tactics. Like, it could be 2031, and this video could be still relevant to my thoughts. Actually, I doubt my opinions on anything will stay the same that far ahead, so, maybe not. Anyways, first things first, I want to see some social features added to this game, like friends, clans, friendly matches, all that stuff. I think it'd be cool if you could play friendly matches against clanmates and your friends, and also choose what kind of terrain you'd like. Maybe even make your own terrain as well. I think there being able to make custom maps would be pretty cool. There could be even a competition where someone can get their own map added to the game. There could even be different game modes added to the friendly battles. Speaking of game modes, I think it'd be cool if the game had game modes. I don't know many game mode ideas I can give, but a few basic ones I can think of are 2v2 and draft. They're self-explanatory. I feel like terrain could be a really great way to create different game modes, or a variation of different game modes. Like adding a river to the middle of the arena, making it so you can only use ranged troops. Make it so you can only use the front line, the side line. I don't know, as long as they're not in competitive matches. I'm not trying to play Pac-Man while I'm pushing trophies. As for the progression system, they confirmed there's going to be a battle pass and cauldrons, which are basically like lucky drops from Clash Royale. Not really mess with battle passes. I think it's just been overdone at this point, and it's not really fun when every game has the same exact progression system. But I don't really got any other suggestions for other progression systems, so yeah. Cauldrons. I don't really know how they work. Actually I do, but the information I have is over a year old, and who knows how much it's changed. But as long as cosmetics are not very common, I'm okay with it. Like in Clash Royale, you can get cosmetics from lucky drops, but they're not so common to the point where it causes a gold shortage. At least those are my thoughts on Clash Royale's lucky drops. I don't know what the general public opinion on it is, but I think this is the best case scenario. Now for the battle pass, I think that the battle pass is fine, but I wouldn't mind it being something else. Cauldrons, as far as I know, and as long as cosmetics are not very common, are fine. Emotes. Emotes were confirmed to be added at some point in the future. I don't know how though, but I'm hoping there'll be more than just static PNGs. Like some animated ones would be cool. I think they should have sound as well. In fact, I volunteered to make sounds for some emotes. It won't be good, but it'll be free. Financially. Since in the future it's likely for us to have more background music, I think we should be able to keep and play the old songs in some way. Like in Counter-Strike, you can have a lot of different menu music they can purchase and keep as your menu music forever. I think they should be purchasable in some way. Maybe for gems, or if we have a cosmetic currency that could be used as well. Maybe there could even be more ways to get them, but until more features are added, I don't know. I don't really have many ideas. I don't think they should be limited or exclusive, even more if they weren't for anything special. Like, I can understand something from a $50 offer being limited, but man, why can't I buy Trinkle Bells in July? Also, I think we should be able to use whatever board we want. And I mean, just ditto whatever I said for the menu music. Can get them for gems, cosmetic currencies, whatever they add in the future, I don't know. Okay, now on to things that I don't want in the future of this game. Firstly, the Garden Gnome. Partially. If you don't know about his skill set, he throws his hat at the start of a round. One upgrade makes him deal more damage. One upgrade makes the thrown hat at the start of the round pierce through enemies, but it will deal less damage for every enemy it pierces through. And the last one, I forgot about it, but it's relevant to what I'm going to talk about anyways. The Garden Gnome was, for lack of a better word, totally bullshit. Not because he can kill an entire lane for the high price of 6 gold, but because he can never be fully countered. Yeah, his piercing ability could be countered if you place troops in front of the troop that you want to protect, but you need to sacrifice 1.5 troops for that to work. I'm saying 1.5 because ranged troops are usually very low HP, so the Garden Gnome will just either kill it or just leave it on low enough HP to be borderline one-shot. So you need to place something in front of the tank that's already tanking, or just thug it out and leave the hunter in the dirt. My issue with the gnome could be fixed if the pierce just didn't exist. But there will also be a gnome machine in the future of the game, and I'm very hyped for that. Thank you devs, very cool. Thankfully though, the first and the last mention of the gnome machine was over a year ago, so it's likely he was scrapped. Now this might be a hot take, but I do not want synergies in this game. I'm pretty sure they said they were going to add them into the game, but they reconsidered it later on, which in my opinion is a good choice. Why? Now I don't really play many auto chess games, so I'm just going off my experience on Clash Mini and Merge Tactics. So synergies were added to Clash Mini as a way to make deck building easier. In my opinion, it made not just deck building boring, but the whole game boring. Instead of being able to use whatever mini you want, whatever deck you want, you're now given the illusion of choice. It may look like you can make your own deck, but really, there are massive boosts to a few pre-made decks by the developer team, and synergies can help you find them. Never forget the Goblin synergy. Your deck is pretty much, instead of 5 minis and 1 hero, it's 5 synergy slots and 1 buffed up synergy slot. Maybe I'm rambling a little bit. My main point is that it just kills the creativity and fun of the game. It isn't ever fun playing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Just like how you didn't like me saying over and over like 8 times. I don't care if it is at 1% health buff. Why can't I use what I want to? RNG, to a specific extent, just stops being fun. For example, in Clash Mini, the Goblin synergy. If you had 4 troops with a Goblin synergy, all your troops would have a 40% chance of turning 7 and saying, "No, you missed," and your attack would become obsolete. Basically, your troops would have a 40% chance of dodging an attack. And as you saw from the clip prior, those kind of interactions can happen. Not often, but there is a chance. There's also a chance nothing happens. But hey, more and more kids are being turned to gambling addicts as Brawl Stars updates, so it could be worse. Tricky Tactics hasn't had a lot of things fully revealed, like we know how the shop will work, how the progression system will work, or most things actually. So this video is going to end here as I don't really know what else to talk about. Oh yeah, where's the farmer's hat? Never mind, this game sucks, I'm deleting my channel.